You know, Crystal, I think Cinnamon thinks you're her friend. I watch her watching you over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she's watching you mess with that other mule going, I guess that's okay. I guess I'll let her do that.
That's better than Pippi. She'll chase the others off from me.
Will she?
Yeah.
Cinnamon stands like a statue for this.
Yeah, she's been here for a minute. She was good about the snake, too.
Yep. Now she's twitching. She heard you say snake.
Oh, bummer.
Make you look pretty. Make you look pretty. So, it's up to you whether you clip the inside of her ears or not. But you really need to keep her ears clipped because everybody's going to be looking at it. So the way you do that is you clip the inside edge like this. And then you clip the outside edge like this. And then you clip the edge like this. And that makes a very keen looking ear. The inside edge, the outside edge, and then the edge. And then you go up to the tip and kind of clean that up there a little bit. And make sure you get this right here done well, because that makes it look a little hooked. You little sweetie. You little sweetie. She's got to look good whenever you take those snake shots. that's the way we do it. Bam. So people buy mules and they look beautiful and then they don't roach them. So listen, I'm going to show you how to roach the mule, and it's very important to keep them roached. This is a gaited roach. This is the roach we put on gaited mules, and a regular Western style straight going mule gets the roach flat off. If you don't want to take the time to put the gaited roach on your gaited mule, at least roach him off flat, but make him look nice. They don't look nice when this mane gets out here all bushy and wiry. So please keep your mule looking respectful. The first thing you do is taper, thin out this mane, and then it gives you something to work with to start putting the arch on. So the first thing we do is take this mane, which is about this thick, and taper it down about that thick. So it's about that thick at the base. We're going to trim out hair until it's about this thick at the base. And this is actually where you can make the biggest mistake, because if you get too deep on one side or the other, then you have a void through there. So you don't want to do that. And one of the ways, the tricks to keep from doing that is, instead of watching behind the clipper, watch in front of the clipper, and you'll see this hair moving as you're going up through there. And after you do that a few times, you'll learn what that hair ought to be looking like in front of the clipper as you move along. You'll also find that the mane will be thicker up in here than it is down here and up in here. But you'll find that each mule's a little different like that. So you notice I have to be a lot more cautious in these two areas than up here. We won't do between his ears until we get finished putting the arch on. Take off less than more when you start. You can always go back and take more. I'm doing exactly the same thing over here that I did over there, except I'm going a lot more cautiously. Now I'm feeling to see how much mane I have left to work with. Sometimes if you have a real fidgety mule, you may have to twitch him to get him to stand still enough for you to do this. And see, I'm feeling it to see how much mane I got to work with. Alright, so now that I have it about the thickness I want, all the way up and down it's the same thickness, and it's about this thick. So now then, from this side, I start to climb up. I put the wire behind my neck so it's not in my way. And you want to go a lot higher than shorter right here, especially starting out new. So if you get it wrong, you can fix it. Looking pretty good so far. Now look at him moving his head. You gotta watch him. Look at that, look at that, look at that. All he's gotta do is push that head up and you've got a bad haircut. Quit. Hold still. That's another reason you gotta get to where you can move pretty fast. If you go along real slow, you give him a bigger chance to move. Sometimes you can kind of and talk to him and scold him a little bit. And that makes them think about you and quit thinking about a fly or whatever might be on their mind. It's making them move. So that went really well. Most usually it takes a little more effort to get it perfect, but this time it went really well. And you actually clip the hair at the base of the ear. It's all right, buddy. You might wonder why, and I'll tell you why. Makes the ear look longer. The longer the ear, the better. Looking good. Looking good. So see, it doesn't take that long once you get the knack of it to keep that mule looking slick, sharp. He's ready to go to his new owner.